What's up? You're watching Cheap Seats. I'm Riley. That's Graydon. Today we're predicting every game in Week 14 of the NFL.
Yeah, man. And we're taking it easy, man.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. Listening to this John Mayer cat.
He's that blues cat, right?
He's that blues cat, but a white fella.
He's that, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
white
you
cat.
wouldn't know it by how he was playing.
Yep.
I'm sorry I let you all down last week. It's 14-2.
Yeah, 2 losses.
2 losses hurts.
That hurts, yeah.
Less games this week.
Mm-hmm.
I put in an extraordinary amount of time with my picks.
Oh, really?
I feel like I'm calculated. I'm operating at the highest efficiency I've ever operated at.
That's awesome. I guess we'll bring the energy back. I was going to be the chill guy because I did the whole...
Well, you were bringing me down.
No, I know, but I got the sunglasses and, like, I'd put my hood up. I was just kind of like, I'll be the chill guy, and then you would be...
I was going to be crazy.
Yeah, like, you could be crazy, but instead, I guess I'll just bring it back up because I don't want to make this, like, a boring video.
Oh, yeah, dude. Let's get this going.
All right, so I can go back to being chill or
Yeah,
no?
you could go back to being chill, dude. What I want to talk about is the most exciting Thursday night football game we'll get of the whole year.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
A potential NFC championship preview.
Mm-hmm.
It's got it written all over it. I know the Eagles are in the NFC, but this is going to be a really, really great game. The Lions are coming into it with 18 players on IR.
Yep, 13 of those players are defensive players as well.
Yeah.
It's looking rough on defense for the Lions right now, just in terms of injuries.
Yeah, I will say since the addition of Zadarius Smith, I think they have Zadarius himself has 17 quarterback pressures, which leads the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Guys on that D-line are playing really, really hard, and the Lions' man defense could prove to be a problem for Jordan Love, who is bad against man and not great against the blitz. On paper, this is like the perfect scheme to shut down the Packers, as was seen in the earlier matchup of the year. But it's like Packers are coming in healthy and hot into a game where everyone, even Lions fans, are kind of like waiting to slip up.
Yeah.
They've dealt with so much that they're like, all right, one's got to come soon. They're probably not going to go 16-1.
Yeah, I feel that, but at the same time, that next man up mentality that they've
grit.
got over there, that grit, I think that the Lions are going to win this game. I don't think it makes sense, like, if you go mathematically on paper, you know, Josh Jacobs being able to run against that depleted defense, and then obviously, like, Reed's had a great year. Dobbs is out for this game, but they've got, you know, Christian Watson. They've got a lot of weapons, and they've been able to put together really good games. I think they've won 6 in a row now.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, they were 3-3.
Right. And so, yeah, I'm going to take the Lions here, but not because I don't think that the Packers can put up a good fight. I just feel like at home, with that kind of fire under them of people being like, oh, are they too injured to be the best team in the NFL? I think they're still the best team in the NFL.
Yeah, it's funny being 11-1 and like a bunch of doubt. It feels like it's really crept into this game.
Yeah, it's weird because they struggled with the Bears last week and won, you know, one of those scrappy, weird end of game things. And the Chiefs do that every week. Yeah. And this week I've seen everybody be like, wait, are the Eagles or the Bills the best team in the NFL?
Right.
I'm like, it was 1 week. Yeah. And yes, there are some injuries, but I think the Lions are they have something to prove now. They need a chip on their shoulders.
I think we get the Penei Sewell touchdown, but as you can see by my hat, I'm going with the Lions.
All right, let's go Lions.
Come on, Lions. Up next, oh God, there's some real stinkers. It's this time of year, man.
Yeah, Jets-Dolphins.
Jets-Dolphins. I mean, Dolphins technically still alive with a Colts loss and a Dolphins win and a Broncos loss. They're kind of right back in the mix of it. Mm-hmm. The Jets are, it's almost mucho, matcha latte. It's must-watch TV for me how bad they are. This is a tire fire.
Have we watched has anybody watched the Netflix Aaron Rodgers ayahuasca doc yet?
He did it?
Didn't they? Yeah, they're teasing it right now. Is it out yet? I don't know.
God, I can't wait to watch that. Yeah, maybe I'll trip while I watch it too.
Well, that's the best way to do psychedelics is with a whole camera crew in the room.
Yep.
You definitely want a lot of people that you don't really know around you.
Filming you,
and you want them, especially for ayahuasca, which, as we all know, makes you shit and throw up a lot. So
and talk to your inner child.
You sit next to your dad, but he's a kid or something.
Yeah.
And you have a conversation.
Is he really high during the documentary?
That's what I think the whole thing's about him doing ayahuasca, and they film him doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
Which would
going-
have been way cooler if they had a good season. Like he's
Yeah,
like,
if they're
they suck.
9-3 and he was tripping balls, people would be like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Be like, damn, this really helped. But
Yeah.
right now, it looks like it didn't do much because
Yeah.
this team is really bad. He and Devontae Adams did have a few magical moments last week that gave people a little bit of hope, but there should be no hope in New Jersey right now.
No.
And yeah, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins too. In Miami, I feel like Tua's been cooking, man. He's been playing really well since he's been back. So, and the emergence of Jonnu Smith.
It's Jonnu.
Juno, great movie. All right.
Juno, great song by Sabrina Carpenter.
Dolphins, no one's disagreed yet. Come on, take the Falcons, man.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take the Vikings. Falcons are really slipping. I don't believe in them. Kirk Cousins cannot move. He threw 4 interceptions last week. Sam Darnold's still not going pumpkin mode.
Yeah, he hasn't done it yet.
And I think this is a coaching matchup though. I don't think the Vikings are playing their best football right now, but I think the Falcons are just not. They are not putting it together unless Bijan has a crazy game.
Yeah,
I
but
think
he
that's the
even
only
did
way.
last week, and they still sucked wiener.
Yeah.
I think this is a Brian Flores licking his chops kind of deal with sending blitzes at a guy who's like a statue.
Yeah, totally. I think we could see Penix in the second half of this one.
Yeah, I think Kirk could get hurt.
Yeah.
I could see Kirk getting smashed here.
Mhm.
Yeah, Falcons. We're right in line, buddy.
Nope, Vikings.
Vikings.
All right, next.
Saints, Giants. Wow, wee wah.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
Give me the Giants in this one.
No way.
Because Brian Dable got fired, and so this will be the interim game, the interim coach game. They usually come back and put on a good performance.
He
So.
got fired again?
Yeah, Brian Dable got fired again. I think.
I haven't checked. I read one tweet.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I do think the Giants are playing a little bit better football than the Saints right now. They're 2-10. I get that, but they have. I don't know. It's gonna be Drew Lock again. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Giants on this one. I don't know why. It's more of like a gut feeling thing.
Yeah, I'm going Saints pretty easily here. Derek Carr hasn't looked terrible since he came back, and Alvin Kamara is still fucking Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, you still Alvin Kamara.
Yeah,
but-
don't forget that. Alvin!
I don't know. Giants. Yeah, it's Brian Dable.
You're going like Randy Moss mode right now.
What do you mean?
He's like sick and has yellow eyes and he's wearing sunglasses now on TV. I shouldn't even joke about it.
Yeah, that's what the hell. He said his whole family's struggling with something internally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you can't joke about that.
I wasn't really joking. I was just saying you were wearing sunglasses too.
Yeah, and Brian Dable just got fired.
I know. Yeah, I don't want to joke about that
You
either.
shouldn't-
Guy
it's
lost his
fucked up.
livelihood. Let's
Yeah.
go to the next game. One of those big ones. One of those spreads.
Hey, listen. The Panthers have been playing good football.
That's what I'm saying. I think this is too big of a spread.
Yeah, well,
I do. I don't.
I
think
could
this
see
is
it. I could see it going this way as well. The Eagles are awesome. They're
Yeah.
playing great. But the Panthers, they gave the Chiefs a run for their money. Bryce Young's playing good ass football.
Yeah.
They got their franchise guy.
They got the OVO team Chuba.
Yeah, they got Ovio Chuba out there. And Dave Canales, I think he secured his
Yeah.
seat, at least until next year.
I
you know?
agree.
So if you're a Panthers fan, which I'm assuming there's like 6
7,
of y'all,
yeah.
but you have something to be excited for. I think next season you're in a division that is winnable
Yep.
by one kind of like swing. You know, you get your draft pick this year. There's stuff for the Panthers fans to be excited about.
I agree.
But I don't think they're going to beat the Eagles, but I do think this could be one of those games that everybody's like, wait a minute, are the Eagles that good? And then we'll realize in 2 weeks that the Panthers are just better than their record shows.
Yeah.
So
I would like to see like a Travis Hunter go to Carolina.
yeah.
I think that'd be sick for them. Just like a true shutdown corner and a guy they can have as a return man or something.
And I mean, I think he'll play wide receiver. I think he'll play both in
way.
the NFL.
I'd call this a 10-point game, maybe an 8-point game, but I'll still take the Eagles.
Yeah. Give me the Eagles. Next one.
Browns Steelers AFC North classic matchup. Hard Knocks is out right now. AFC North, we're getting to see more Jameis content, which is really just what everyone wants right now.
Yeah, and a rematch of the Snow Globe Bowl
Snow Globe Bowl
from 2 weeks ago.
Pittsburgh probably coming off their best game too.
Best offensive game.
For sure,
One of their
yeah.
worst defensive games, but
44 points. That's what scares me. Is like that defense can. They're getting Alex Highsmith back this week.
Mhm.
That defense can kind of lock in. It's at home against a familiar opponent. I'm worried about those pick sixes that Jameis threw and just the turnover ratio there. But
I'm more worried about our defense matching up with their offense because, yes, Russell Wilson does struggle to get the ball out quickly, and that's why our pass rush has been very good against the Steelers. But at the same time, what did the Broncos kill the Browns on last week? And it's that deep ball, which is Russell's thing.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm taking the Steelers in this one. I just think, that we were destined to split games with them. It was great that we did what we did in Cleveland. Now we're going to go to Pittsburgh. They just played a great game. I think they're going to be able to, attack our kind of weak secondary. And it's not a weak secondary. Yeah. Obviously, we got Denzel Ward, but we have issues back there against the deep ball, and that's what Russell does.
Primarily.
Give me the Steelers in this one. I hope I'm wrong, but
I go Myles Garrett 4 sacks, Browns win.
Okay.
Nick Chubb gonna have his first decent game.
I have picked all home teams so far.
That's a little sketchy.
I hope that doesn't continue. I hope I can pick somebody else.
Up next, you're probably going to pick a home team.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Bucs.
The Raiders suck, man.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Bowers is amazing. What is he, 3rd or 4th in the league in receiving yards? He's sitting at 884 right now.
Yeah, he's the best tight end in the league as a rookie.
Yeah.
He is easily the best tight end this year.
Yeah, I mean there's other things to be said about other guys, and there's
Mark Andrews
something to be
kind of had a good second half of the season. So far.
And there's something to be said about being on a 2-10 team that's always going to be down and always throwing the ball. Inflated stats, but yeah, as a rookie, what Brock Bowers is doing is super impressive. I think Antonio Pierce should have been fired probably 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I still like Jacoby Myers, but yeah, the Bucs are sitting there right now, tied with Atlanta, 6-6. We called it 2 weeks ago, I think, that this swing was going to happen, that Atlanta was going to drop 1 or 2, and the Bucs were going to kind of, if not win everyone, but one. I think they're hot right now. They're only getting healthier, and Bucky Irving is as a rookie who looked really good in the beginning of the season, has now become that guy that you can really rely on.
He was the NFC Player of the Week this week.
Yeah, he's a force.
And also, I mean, unfortunately, the Falcons have the tiebreaker against the Bucs right now, so they do actually have to I think this week could be a swing, but I do think that they have to win most of the games they have left to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I believe in Baker Mayfield. Mike Evans came back and made a fantastic, one of my favorite catches of the year.
Bink.
That was amazing. I love him as a receiver. I hope that he gets to that 1,000 to keep his streak going. And
Baker wants it too.
Yeah, of course. And I think Bucky Irving is on pace for 1,000 yards too. So I'm excited.
And you're chill.
And I'm chilling out, but I'm gonna pick Baker and the Bucs to win this one. I hope they win out. I want to see them in the playoffs.
Me too. We want to see Baker over Kirk. Sorry, Reese West, but yeah. Rather see the Bucs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Up next, game of the week, marquee matchup, 2 absolute mammoths, 2 playoff favorites,
and the 2 mascots for my grade school and then my high school. St. Joe's Jaguars and then the St. John's Jesuit Titans, which is pretty cool. So these are the 2 basketball teams that I played for primarily.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence shut down. Obviously would be in concussion protocol anyway, but got surgery on his AC joint, and they just threw him on the IR, and they said, go in the cryo chamber, Trev. Sorry about this year. Will Levis, as we talked about on our Tuesday Power Rankings, is starting to play a lot better. Titans defense is still pretty stalwart. They had a rough week last week, but this is such a toss-up. I picked the Jags here because I really liked what I saw from the Mac Jones-led offense in that second half.
Yeah,
they almost let it come back. Yeah, they almost let it come back.
That, not so much.
Right.
But
I don't know. And sometimes that's the case when a backup gets put in that the other team hasn't prepared for him, and it's all of a sudden goes to a simpler offense, and you kind of expose the game plan that was there for Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the game plan for Trevor was to kill him, and that was successful.
Right.
But I'm taking the Jags here, and just kind of I haven't really picked an upset yet besides the Browns. So yeah, I don't know. It's a gross game. I will not be watching.
I really would like to pick the Jags because I don't want to just pick home teams, but I'm picking the Titans. I just think they're a little bit better right now, better defense. Jags offense has looked pretty good, but that has been mostly when Trevor's on the field.
Yeah.
So yeah, for now, I like to see, Tony Pollard have a big game. That'd be good for my fantasy team.
Oh, sick.
And Will Levis. I honestly think that I hope that he plays poorly so the Titans just draft a QB, because I think any sign of positivity that we get from Will Levis will be a mirage for Titans fans. And I don't want them to go into next season being like, our franchise QB is this Will Levis guy.
Arrested development type situation.
Yeah, totally. With Jason Bateman.
No, man.
And
It's
Michael
also
Cera.
a word.
It's 2 words.
There's always money in Will Levis's banana stand because that's his penis. It's on the internet.
Yeah, and his mayo. He does the mayo stuff. Mayo ads.
Huge divisional matchup up next. This is actually such a big game.
Yeah, the game of the week. They're saying.
Yeah, I wish this could have got flexed. I mean, Chargers Chiefs coming up later is a huge game too.
Yeah.
This is big. The Cardinals have lost some real heartbreakers in like the last 3 weeks. And honestly, it kind of comes down to coaching. I feel like a lot of that because Kyler's played really great. James Conner's steady as it goes. Marvin Harrison Jr. is kind of up and down.
Yeah, he has not been doing that much.
Yeah, he hasn't like exploded onto the scene, but Kyler's had a great year. He looks like way better outside of Cliff Kingsbury's offense. But man, the Seahawks are like so scrappy. I feel like they just fly under the radar. Their defense is starting to play a lot better, which was their biggest problem in the beginning of the year. Kenneth Walker is really hitting that late season kind of boost. Jackson Smith is like 4th or 5th in the league. He's right there now in receiving leaders. Like he's really had a great end of the year. This is so tough. I picked the Cards here just kind of on like a must need it at home. Kyler wills them to victory, but I think this is a total toss-up game.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of that kind of like rage scene does hinge on whether this Netspend album it amounts to much because that scene is kind of like it's just kind of like faded into like if you're into it, you're into it. But this could be one of those like high publicity albums that could draw more attention to that scene. And underground rap has been struggling for a while now, it feels like. And so, Badass Fucking Kid by Netspend comes out tonight and has a shocking album cover. So I feel like it could make waves, but it all depends on how the music sounds.
Okay. And as far as Seattle versus Arizona here.
Oh, yeah.
Battle in the desert.
Yeah, my Battle of Birds.
Yep.
I'm going to take the Seahawks.
Nice.
I think they're just a more complete football team.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray is one of those, he's like Jordan Love to me, where it's like you can have those amazing games, and then you have games where you're like, oh, fuck, whatever. He's not quite Jordan Love, Anthony Richardson, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just don't think that defense is strong enough. If they're clicking, if Seattle's offense is clicking, I think they win this game. I think it will be close regardless of what happens, but I'm going to go with the Seahawks. That's just my gut feeling on it.
I like it. Up next, this could be a good game too, man.
I think this could be a great game.
Yeah. Bills, Rams. Rams, the home dogs here. Healthy, not playing their best football, won a really ugly game. Bills are playing their best football. And they're going into good weather out in LA, and this is kind of like the sports car hits the Autobahn. Let's see if they're really as good as they've been playing, or are they kind of like, I don't know, weather merchants or something.
They're bad in the sun, the Bills are.
Yeah, I mean,
because they're used to playing in the snow.
Yeah,
because it snows every day in Buffalo.
Yep.
Every day for the entire year.
Yeah,
366
days.
300 what?
66 days.
Oh yeah,
it's an extra day up there.
Leap year, yeah. They have the Antarctica thing going on.
Yeah.
It's like they're like the reverse Dolphins. The Dolphins can't play in the snow. The Bills can't play in the sun. And I'm making that up. I
don't think that's really a stat.
It's not true at all.
Yeah.
They've been really good, but I am like the biggest Bills doubter that I've seen on the internet. But I'm just like, what makes you think that they're like as a complete of a team as the Eagles, the Lions, or the Chiefs? I don't get that. Even the Steelers, to me, are more complete than the Bills. But I think Josh Allen's a total freak, and I do think he's going to will them to more victories, and I think they're going to falter in the playoffs. I don't think they're going to falter before the playoffs. I think they win this game. I do like Sean McVay as a coach against the Bills. I think there could be like a cool scheme kind of cooked up there. Yeah. And I think if Puka gets going, because Puka's been kind of just whatever. It's like Cooper's the guy, and he's just coasting since he got back. Puka is, but I'm going to take the Bills. I could see this being that weird upset game. It wouldn't really matter that much unless the Bills really want that one seed.
That's what I was going to say. I think they do, based on what you just said. Like, they are a little... There's worries going into the playoffs with the Bills if they have to go on the road. They are they're such a different team at home. Like their identity is being in Buffalo
and making people play in the snow.
Yeah, adverse weather conditions. That's like what they're built for. And so I don't know, them like going into Kansas City is way less confident. If they can somehow, if Kansas City can drop 1 or 2 and the Bills can sneak into that 1 seed, they're thinking about that. And I think this is going to be a great quarterback duo here. I don't think the Bills defense has kind of been surviving on scheme. And I think
quarterback duo, huh?
Duel.
Yeah.
Duel, yes.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they both have one quarterback.
Yeah, they're both going to play on the same team. Matt Stafford's going to join the Bills
That's
1/2, and
sick.
then Josh Allen's going to join the Rams. It's going to be so sick.
Whoa, hell yeah.
I think it's going to be a great duel,
Nice.
and I think Matt Stafford's going to be able to take advantage of some shit on that Bills defense, but I think Josh Allen, if he gets the ball last, wins. I'm going with the Bills. Just a little.
Dually noted. And on to the next one.
On to the next.
Yep. Bears-Niners. This is a weird shit game.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, like, the Bears, a lot of people thought they were going to be really good.
No.
They just keep losing all these games in heartbreak fashion.
Yeah.
The Niners, everybody thought they were going to be good, and injuries have swallowed them up. And then Brock Purdy, now everybody's questioning whether he's even going to get a contract next year with the Niners. He'll get a contract somewhere. Yeah. But, like, they've got $60 million set aside per year for Brock Purdy if he can continue to show that he deserves that spot. He's been, he's had great games this season.
Yeah.
He was fantastic all through the first half of the season. He was fantastic last year. He led the league in like most quarterback categories last year.
Yep.
I think he's a good quarterback. I worry about that narrative going forward because I do think they're so depleted. You got no Christian McCaffrey, no Jordan Mason. You're probably going to be handed off to Garendo.
And they just picked up another guy too.
Oh, okay.
Another running back.
And then they got Kittle. Debo can't catch the ball anymore for some reason.
Yep.
And I don't know what's happening over there. I think they're a train wreck, but not as big of a train wreck as the Bears are.
Interim coach game.
I know. That's why I'm picking the Bears.
Nice. He's lost 22 pounds since being moved up from the OC to the HC.
What?
That's what the Bear. What the fuck's his name?
He was 22 pounds in
Bears
1 week.
interim head coach Thomas Brown lost 22 pounds of bear fat since being moved up from offensive coordinator.
Wasn't that a week ago?
He's lost 22 pounds. These are the facts that I have. I don't know how he lost it.
He should go to the hospital.
Probably,
You can't lose 22 pounds in a week.
He's probably been throwing up because he's so nervous.
Only time I lost 22 pounds in a week is when I lost my toddler.
You have a fat ass kid then.
Oh, he was a toddler.
Yeah.
He was 22 pounds, and I lost him at an amusement park. Never found him.
Yeah, and you just referred to him as weight.
Well, I lost.
Hey, have you guys seen 22 pounds a human over here?
I lost 22 pounds in 1 week, and it was, but it was
a kid.
It was a kid. It was a toddler.
Yeah, that's a pretty good joke.
It's not a joke.
Oh shit!
It's very serious. Yeah.
Has anyone seen his kid?
Yeah, we were at Six Flags. If anybody's seen, I was years ago. No way. If anybody's seen, I guess, what would he be?
He's probably 16 now or something.
15-year-old anywhere near Six Flags in Tucson.
Okay.
That's where I lost him.
Keep your eyes out. I'm going Niners here, Riley.
Actually, I don't want him if they find him.
Okay.
3 more years and that's an adult, so it's all good.
All right.
Yeah, so never mind. Don't look for that. Bears, though.
Yeah, I'm going Niners. I like your Bears pick, but yeah. This is a great game. Chargers, Chiefs.
It's a great game, but J.K. Dobbins is out.
I know.
And that they don't have a run threat. Gus Edwards can't carry the weight here.
There's no wrong there.
Yeah, no. It's the Chiefs in this one. I wish it wasn't, but it is. I do not see the Chargers winning this one.
I wish so bad that I'm picking the Chargers.
Yeah, that's fine. I saw you do that.
I want it so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I want Justin Herbert to come out and just like, maybe this is the game where Harbaugh just like unloads him. Like he's been so pitch county reserved on Herbert all year. It's kind of that point in the year, this divisional matchup. I know they're not going to catch the Chiefs, but maybe he lets him throw it 45 times here.
Yeah.
And I think
that they could catch the Chiefs like mathematically.
I know, yeah.
But if the Chiefs win this one, they win the division.
Yeah.
That's the thing now. But the Broncos and Chargers are right there. They're the same right now. It's kind of crazy.
It is crazy.
That division just does not produce outside of the Chiefs over the last couple of years, so it's very interesting.
It's great to see.
I like seeing it, but yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to win this one. They have not been playing great football by any means, but I just think if you don't have the offensive threat, Justin Herbert is going to be throwing to a very crowded secondary. There's going to be a lot of a lot of spies,
Yeah.
there's no way that it's going to open up for Justin
There's no
Herbert.
play action threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just kind of got to go with the Chiefs on that. They're too good defensively to they're too good defensively to allow the Chargers to stay in it and get up 2 scores in the fourth quarter, which is what you need to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah. I'm going Justin Herbert, superhero game, because he got a new haircut this week, and he said he got it done at Sports Clips, and that's what a psychopath who's dialed in does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They said, Justin, nice haircut. He said, I went to Sports Clips. That's like a multi-million-dollar man who went into Sports Clips and said, chop it off. I got to kill.
That's like Jay Leno saying that he stayed at like a Hampton
Yeah.
and fell down a hill.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you got beat up by a mob.
By a mom? By his mom?
The mob.
Oh, the Irish mob?
It's probably the Irish mob, which we're trying to bring back, by the way.
Let's go to Monday night, the most thrilling. Oh, this is so stupid.
It looked good before the season started.
I bet it did.
Yeah, they were like, oh, the Cowboys are always good, and the Bengals have Burrow, so they will have a good record. Like I said in the video before this, I do think the Bengals are like one piece away from being basically the best team in football. And it sucks that they just keep losing all these games that Joe Burrow has like the best fucking stats you could possibly have. I don't get it.
He bought a Batmobile.
I know, but he doesn't get it for a year.
Damn it, Joe.
Yep, he said he bought it, but it's going to be a year till he gets it.
Yeah, I picked the Bengals here just because I feel like Joe and Jamar are kind of just like hanging out in their own locker room and like trying to beat records. I think Jamar is like going to probably try and, I don't know how many yards Chad Johnson before he went Ocho Cinco had in a season, but I'm sure that record like is in play here. I'm sure Carson Wentz's yards records in play here. That's what these guys are going to go for. That's what you kind of have to try and etch your name in franchise history when you have a wasted season like this, but you're still balling out. Like that earns you money later down the line. And the Cowboys looked good on Thanksgiving. Cooper Rush looked like reasonable, but yeah, I'm not going to go with him. This could be a shootout, which could be fun for Monday night. This could be like 35-30 or something.
I could see that. Yeah, I'm going with the Bengals as well, but just basically because it's Cooper Rush. Like I think if Dak Prescott was still in this, I would just say that
Cooper Rush, addicted to
Cooper Rush. Yeah, okay, we can work on that later. Let me finish the sentence.
My bad. Yeah.
So if Dak Prescott was in, I would say that the Cowboys win by 3 after Joe Burrow throws for like 700 yards. Because that's just the way that every Bengals game goes. The Cowboys are like the one team that I feel like the Bengals can actually beat.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Bengals hang in every game.
Yeah.
Because they have an amazing offense. But the Cowboys are actually bad enough that I don't think they're going to be able to keep up with the scoring. So
that's fair.
even if, like, honestly, even if the defense kind of holds up a little bit against Joe Burrow and the Bengals defense is like a saloon door that just keeps swinging open, I think the Cowboys are going to fuck up enough. Cooper Rush is going to throw an interception or like
Trey's going to get another sack or
Rico Dowdle's going to like fumble it like in the red zone or something. Like shit like that's going to happen. And so, yeah, it's the Bengals in this one. And I honestly, that sucks because we should just shut the door on this season. And the Bengals fans are just going to be like, well, there's a chance. There's not. No, you're not going to make the playoffs. I wish you could because your guys are fun to watch, but it's not happening.
I hate them. I hate their stupid pajama uniforms, and I hate the Cowboys too. So whatever. Yeah, that's week 14. I feel like one of us got a perfect pick.
Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think I did.
You picked a lot of home teams.
I picked a lot of home teams. I didn't even look at the matchups before I sat down here. I'm just chilling mostly. I'm listening to
John Mayer. That cat, John.
That cat, this blues cat named John Mayer.
Smino album out tonight. Nat Spand album out tonight.
What else is coming out? There's some other stuff. There's a new Jane Remover's new project called Venturing.
Nice.
There's 3 songs out by that band project. I don't know exactly yet, but I listened to them and they're good. Those are out right now. There's a bunch of great music coming out.
Best
Obviously,
Thursday Night Football.
Spotify Wrapped came out too. We got that video coming out on Monday, I think, on the main channel, and then the spoiler alert, we're doing another one after that one. So check out our Patreon. $5 a month. You can send your Spotify Wrapped, or you could do it on YouTube membership as well on the main channel. And we got some other videos and stuff coming out, and it's going to be awesome.
We love you guys.
And we appreciate
Enjoy the football. Go Lions, and always go Browns.
This has been Cheap Seats. We'll see you in the next one.
Roll it, Toady!